Okay, we're down at the neighborhood Smart and Final today. We're going through some briskets, and I've already gone through a couple of these. And these are some nice briskets here at Smart and Final. A full packer, which means that they come with both the point and the flat, and a nice vacuum sealed bag straight from the butcher or the manufacturer. We've gone through a couple of these. What I'm looking for something that's fairly even to cook, so we get a nice even cook. And I've gone through these already, and this one right here is fairly even. It's the delt or the point's not too fat, and it's got a good thickness in the flat here. Okay. Another thing I'm looking at is this thing is pretty flexible, so that should come out pretty good. And on this one, it's both also a nice brisket. It's the point here is a little thicker. So I'm trying to get a little bit more even cook and not have one part done before the other part. So this is the brisket we're going to take home, and we're going to throw it on the smoker, and that looks like a pretty good brisket. Hey guys, brisket day. It's 7:30 in the morning. We're getting the smoker up to temperature. The coals are in, the wood's in, the grate's in, and it's just singing away, coming up to temperature. If you guys watched my last video, you saw how I set up the barrel smoker, the drum smoker, and how that thing just cruises right along. And there it is, coming up to temperature. So over to the big boy of the day, here's our brisket. Okay, that's been in the fridge overnight, and simple rub, guys, just a simple rub. Equal parts paprika, black pepper, salt. Okay. So you guys can play with this, add whatever you like to it, get creative, but this time I just went with these three basic ingredients, and I have a little bit more rub. I may go ahead and freshen it up and add a little bit of sugar to it to sweeten it up just a little bit. But long cooks with brisket, guys, sugar burns at a relatively lower temperature. I believe it's 235. So correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but right around what you're smoking, if you get a little high, you get around 250 degrees, your sugar's going to burn, and you're going to charcoal. You're going to burn your sugar, and you're going to get a black coating, as opposed to caramelizing your sugars at a lower temperature. So I'm just going to omit the sugar from this cook. I'll let you guys know how good this simple 3 ingredient is. Same drill. I'm going to go ahead and smoke this thing for 6, 7, maybe 8 hours to see how it looks. And I'm going to foil it. And the rest of the smoke's going to be slow and low in the foil. And that'll help taking it off at 195 plus degrees. So it doesn't fall apart on me, because it's a pretty good size brisket. You saw what we bought last night at the grocery store. So we're getting ready to bring this up to temperature. It's getting about 200 degrees, so at 235 I'll show you the brisket on. See you in a minute. Alright, guys, the brisket's in. Smoker is up to about 230 degrees. Let it rip. And as you can see through there, there's just a lot of smoke. Wood's coming, catching the initial smoke, so probably good that I bring it down. But again, that is cooking fat side up on the grill, and I'm not going to touch this for at least 2 hours. 2 hours, flip it, 2 hours before any sort of a mop or spritz or anything like that. But I'm not going to do that on this smoker. I'm just going to let it go 2 hours, flip it, let it go 2 hours, and then watch it from there. Let her rip, see how she goes. So I'll be back, show you guys progress. See you in a little bit. Okay guys, it's been a couple hours now, and getting ready to flip the brisket for the first time. It's sitting just above 200 degrees, and go ahead and smoking very light, very nice. I'm going to go ahead and kick this lid off. Smoke dissipate. Alright. It's looking pretty good. You see that moisture on the top of that brisket? Sorry about that. That is looking really nice. Hey, I'm going to flip it. Be right back. Okay, that's the brisket flipped. As you can see, it's developing a nice bark on there, and that's from not messing with it. So put a light coat of mustard on there as well to hold the generous amount of rub that I put on there. But for now, that's almost 3 hours, 2.5 hours in the cook. We'll be back with you in a little while. Alright guys, it's been about 8 hours now. I'm going to take off the lid and take a look at that brisket. Looking real good. Shrunk up. Nice and moist. It's looking real good. So I'm going to foil her up about now. Let her cruise another hour. And then I'm going to go ahead and start taking a temperature reading. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, it's been an hour. It's all foiled up. And it looks like it has an internal temperature of 191.4. So it's getting there. It's actually in the flat here. It's actually about 195 now. So we're going to leave it about 20-30 more minutes and come check her out. Okay guys, it's been about another 20 minutes. It's all foiled up. It's out of the barbecue. And I'm reading, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says internal temperature of 198 degrees. So this baby needs to just cool down, cutting temperature, as well as the juices come back into it. The temperature will come up another 2, 3, 4 degrees in the next 20 minutes, and that's about what I need to do. So the next step is slicing this baby up, and we got din-din. So brisket. Stay tuned for the plating. Thanks. See you guys soon.